you kept asking for pictures of their bean.
Just remember, every conversation we've got.
Can I clarify? Bean is a gender-neutral term of endearment based on a contraction of the word being, like human being. You're a human being, you're a human being, you're a human being. I want pictures of the bean, I want pictures of you as a person.
What did you say?
Not in the context.
What did you say to one of these children a couple of hours ago?
I'll just get a stick.
You said that you were saving up to go and meet them.
Yeah, that was a joke.
Well, would you look at what we have here, the community of love and acceptance doing what they do best. It's very funny how the ABCD community, with all of their degeneracy, are the ones who typically engage in this type of behavior, but people don't like to talk about it. I don't know how you as an adult can engage in this type of behavior, but it's very good that the person who recorded this person did what he did, because we need to expose disgusting behavior like this, and especially, you know, with the community who claim that they love everyone, because clearly you're giving that love to people you really shouldn't be giving it to.
I'm out here because I heard the Red Hats were coming. The Red Hats are coming! The Red Hats are coming! The Red Hats are coming! So I came out here to mock MAGA.
Okay, so what's the biggest issue that you're concerned about right now in America?
There are so many. My country's being destroyed. I spend a lot of time crying. They are destroying my country.
Who's they? Like, who specifically?
MAGA.
All these people?
MAGA.
Do you think it's weird that there's a lot of women and, like, minorities out here?
Not really. I mean, you know, because I believe that Americans are all equally vulnerable to brainwashing and equally vulnerable to the lies of a felon and a con man. I'm just really sad that there are this many Americans, that there are this weak.
Yeah, well, you believe Trump's racist, right?
Oh, yeah.
So why would all these brown and black people be out here supporting Trump, do you think?
That's something you'd have to ask them. I don't know. I mean, it's easy for me to stand over here as a white person and say, you know, I don't get it.
Yeah.
I mean, he's using them. He hates them. I see it as being pretty embarrassing and sad, but they don't obviously see it that way, so.
Yeah. What's one thing that he did to black people that, like, shows that he's racist?
Lots of things. I mean, he's bringing back stop and frisk. Oh God. I mean, his commentary, his words.
What did he say?
What he said, when he was, at that black journalist dinner. Oh my God, that was the most racist thing I've ever seen in my entire life. I can't.
What did he say?
He was asking the woman to, like, you're not being nice enough to me. I mean, it's just the way he talks down to people, and especially black women.
That's racist? Just saying, like,
he talks down to black women. Oh my gosh. It's like he was treating her like his slave. It was really awful, I thought.
You think he was treating her like his slave?
That's how it felt to me. But again, I'm just clearly I don't get it. I don't get it.
How embarrassing is it that you will come out to a protest, bring your signs out and rally against someone, and then when somebody asks you a simple question, you can't seem to even answer it. You just start spewing a bunch of emotions, but then when they ask you to be specific, you can't. You genuinely don't even know what it is you're protesting against, but because it's popular amongst your community, you just go out and start protesting as well. I could never have that mindset to follow something just because it's popular among the group that I follow. This just shows you the stupidity of a lot of people and shows you how people generally do not think about what it is that they believe in, because when they're asked a simple question, they crumble like this woman.
Hello, today we're going to talk about foxy pronouns, and yes, those are two pronouns, and then I'm going to show you how to use them in sentences. Someone who uses fox as a pronoun might feel a deep personal or symbolic connection to foxes. Like it really fits how they see themselves. Fox is what's called a noun self-pronoun, which is a form of a neopronoun. That just means a noun being used as a pronoun. Kind of like how someone might use stars instead of he, she, or they. Z is another kind of neopronoun that's been around for a while. And I would say that Z, them pronouns are probably one of the most popular pronouns out there, because I get those requested all the time. If someone uses both fox and Z pronouns, they might switch between them or use them in different situations. Someone might use multiple pronouns to express different parts of who they are, and that is okay. Now let's see how to use these in sentences. Fox uses Fox's voice to speak up. even when it would be easier to stay quiet. Fox taught himself the history others tried to erase. The system wasn't built for them, but Z still finds ways to make space that feels like Sears. Thank you so much for being here and for taking the time to listen. I really do appreciate it. And on this channel, we believe that no being is free until we are all free, and that means all over the world. Thank you for being you. Thank you for showing up every day. I appreciate you, and there's so many people in this world that appreciate you as well. You just might not know it. I'm just here to remind you of it.
Before we get back into the video, if you guys have enjoyed the video thus far, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and hit the bell so that you're notified when a video comes out. And let us get back into the video.
I think we should abolish jail and we should allow all the violent immigrants and... yes.
We should allow them to what?
Stay here.
Okay. Do you think that we could abolish jails, get all the violent immigrants, your words, and all the violent felons in jail? Could we put them here at USF on campus?
Yes, and I'll hang out with them.
You'll hang out with them?
Mm-hmm.
People give people labels all the time, and...
No, they named themselves, like they named their own gang, MS-13.
Yeah, but you saying violent, which I understand, but gangs are there for a reason. Gangs are there for community, and they're there because, listen, gangs are formed for a community. They're formed because they're lacking something, and that they couldn't
drug
find,
cartels and human trafficking and sex trafficking and gang raping.
No, that's a byproduct of human evil. That's not what gangs. I'm saying gangs in general, not MS-13.
But you're okay with American citizens going to jail for committing crimes, but you're telling me that when someone that's not an American citizen comes over and commits a crime, they should be allowed to stay.
They should be able to go to American jail.
So you want them to be housed in American jails?
Yeah, they did the crime in America, didn't they?
We should abolish jail and allow all the illegal immigrants to come in and all the violent criminals to come in. Now, you would think that she's joking, but no, she really isn't. People like this genuinely believe what they're saying, but would also be the same people to complain once their community becomes more violent, yet they're the ones who enabled for more violent people to come into their community. Yeah, we're cooked.
Here's what we're not going to do with the information coming out about the Annunciation Catholic School event. We are not going to make this about how trans people are the problem. We are not going to be attacking the LGBTQ community over this. Because let me give you this statistic. Of all the mass events like this since 1966 at schools and other places, 98% have been by cis men. 53% of those, white cis men. Four in the last decade have been by transgender people. 4. So you tell me where the problem lies. And here's one more to leave you with if you don't believe my argument. 70%. That is the percentage of white cis males that perpetrated these things on K-12 campuses between 1997 and 2022. I was at a school during one of these events when I was in college. I was at the University of Arizona when the nursing school was hit, and my dorm was in the parking lot of where that was. I could hear the shots from my dorm room. This was in 2002. Why on earth is this still happening? But we will not be blaming the LGBTQ population.
Yeah, we get you don't want it to be the case that that's the reason why, but yeah, we've seen all too many times that, you know, the people who engage in this type of behavior and these types of actions generally come from the ABCD community. And as we've seen in previous videos, you guys like to defend the behaviors of violent people and also enable the behavior of violent people. So yeah, I don't care about your stupid sentiment.
I have an idea. How about some of our billionaires get together and offer to buy back assault weapons or semi-automatic weapons. And since they have so much money, they can give the money to the gun owners and then melt down the weapons. Because I don't know if you've noticed, a lot of the billionaires that were very tired of hearing about, you know, they don't really do much for philanthropy. They just like hoard their wealth. So maybe this would be a good way for them to solve a problem which leads to the #1 cause of death in children, which of course is gun violence.
Ah, yes, I haven't seen this before, where someone who doesn't have any money telling other people to give their money to others for free. Big brain stuff.
I'm so sick of this, y'all. This shouldn't happen. There's no excuse for this. And it seems like school pew-pewing season starts earlier and earlier every year. And we just allow it. I feel terrible for the kids. I feel so bad for not just the victims, but the people who witnessed it and will now have to live with that for the rest of their lives. I don't feel bad for their parents. This happened at a Catholic school. There should have been no children there at all. We know what the church does to kids, so I feel terrible for the kids. May the universe protect them from their Catholic parents and the church. Y'all can shove your thoughts and prayers right where the brightest of the suns don't shine. So far up that black hole of yours that even your God can't see them or hear them. Because I'm all out of compassion for Christian nationalists. Fuck y'all. You did this.
Oh, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. So it's the fault of the parents for putting their kids in a Catholic school, not the fact that, you know, one of your deranged ABCD community members decided to go to the school and shoot down the school. It's not their fault, it's the parents' fault for you being hateful. I can see why, you know, you think you're a different gender than you actually are.
Why do white people freeze up every time they see a black person? Like, I just walked in CVS and 2 people were coming out the door, 2 white people, 2 separate people coming out the door, and they both like hesitated and froze up for a second. It's just like, one of them went through the other door. He like, fuck this.
You don't know why they freeze up every time they see you specifically, because, you know, you don't represent every black person, Mr. Popo.
Nothing quite says I'm proud to be an American like spending $1.50 on a small slushie, really. But really so I could use the bathroom, because there's no toilets available just anywhere, like McDonald's, Taco Bell, Burger King, Ross. Like, I could stop anywhere. No bathrooms unless you pay, and then there's a code lock on it. Do we want the streets to smell like pee here? Is that what we're going for? I don't understand why we can't just have bathrooms available.
Or, you know, you could, you know, do it at home.
Hi, my name is Ari, or Ariana, and this is me 57 days on estrogen.
What do you think you're accomplishing by recording yourself crying and shouting in your vehicle? Truly and really, I'm trying to understand the minds of people like this, because what do you think you're accomplishing by doing this? Do you think you're changing people's minds, or is it a case that you just want to do this for attention? I'm trying to understand. Help me.
How do we make change? Guillotines in the street. How do we make guillotines in the street? Billionaires should be afraid of us. Billionaires should be trying to keep the general population happy so we don't come after them for their resources that they're hoarding. Guillotines in the street. Guillotines in the street.
Once again, a person complaining about millionaires and billionaires as if that's the issue in your life. No, we can clearly see you have some other things going on in your head, and the tattoo clearly shows that.
Yes, ma'am. Hey, cut it out. Cut it out or we'll call the police. We're trying to leave. We're trying to leave.
That's an abolitionist rising sign. Our signs don't break. Or maybe she's really weak. Buy abolitionist rising signs.
Guys, we're trying to leave. If you want us to leave, stop following us.
Okay, then fucking leave. No one wanted you here in the first place, you dumbass.
Yeah, we don't need a mob following us to leave.
Come to campus. Don't come to campus.
Right,
This is
okay.
our campus up until the edge. So leave. You're not leaving. You're not leaving. No, you're harassing us. You came onto our campus. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. You are coming onto a property that we pay to be on,
Guys.
and you are spreading hateful propaganda. That is harassment. Yes, you are. Yes, that is propaganda. AI images is propaganda.
Come on, let's just go. Stop talking. They're not worth talking.
Yeah, we really need to stop allowing people like this get away with their violent actions, and I'm tired of them allowing them to get away. Call the police and have them be held accountable for their actions, because essentially what you do is you allow them to be violent towards you, and then they see there's no consequences for their actions, and then they go on to do this to someone else because of the fact that you wanted to be a nice person. Once you start holding them accountable for their actions, then they might actually stop doing the stupid actions that they're engaging in.
My brain doesn't regulate like you need to like eat. So like one thing that's really helped me is like the little charcuterie board, fruit, veggies, apples, cheese. My favorite was apples and cheese and some like meat.
It doesn't tell you when to eat? Are you saying you don't eat enough?
No, I just forget. Like if he doesn't remind me to drink water throughout the day, I can go like days without drinking water. Like,
well, not that many, but yeah.
Like my brain just like I'll forget to do it, or like I'll be hungry, but then like I get distracted by something else. I'm like, I'll do it later.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And yeah.
Like I don't eat like a full meal like in the middle of the day. Like I'll do like those little snack packs that I make up.
Yeah. But do you have a big meal at the end?
Not really.
Is that that's what me like. I didn't really ever eat lunch, but now she's making me have a decent breakfast, decent lunch. Then I come home and then dinner's cooked and it's actually delicious.
Your brain doesn't regulate that you need to eat. If you're a comedian, just let us all know that.
Well, I just wanted to jump on here and make this video real quick. I've been getting a couple messages from former students of mine who are showing up at open house and realizing that I'm not there. Unfortunately, I will not be teaching for this upcoming school year. It is now illegal for me to go by my name and pronouns at work. The people that didn't want people like me to be teachers succeeded. Leaving Leonard after 4 years as a teacher, but also 4 years as a student there. At one point in my life, I thought I was going to spend my entire career pouring into this community. And when I'm 65, 70 retiring, I could look back and kind of see the impact I had. That dream was taken away from me. My former students are watching this. I just wanted to say sorry I didn't get to say goodbye in person. But I'll never forget my time at Leonard, and I hope you have a good year.
Would you say that you're very religious?
I am religious. However, every one of my political positions is defensible from a non-religious perspective.
Okay, great. So I was under the impression that your beliefs on abortion were stemming from your religious beliefs.
At the core, that is correct, but it is defensible from using reason and prudence, as I have done the last couple of
Cool. So you're not trying to illegalize abortion based on the Bible.
My personal conviction comes from the Bible. I want to make abortion illegal because it is the only applicable extension of laws we already and standards we already have in the West. So we have murder laws.
Yes.
Therefore, murder laws should apply to unborn life as it does to born life.
So, again, reiterating, you're not trying to instate laws based on Christian beliefs because that would be unconstitutional, right?
Again, sort of, but no, I am not using scripture to defend my beliefs. However, my personal convictions start with scripture. But the political views that we're talking about here are all defensible using reason and Western tradition.
Okay. So, great. That's all I needed to know. I had a whole thing ready, but I guess that wasn't necessary.
I just saw a video that really fucking pissed me off. Trump saying that there's no fucking inflation. Let me show you something really quick. My job is retail. And let me tell you, those people that come in, oh, they're so mad. And so am I. Because guess what? Even though I work there, I can't afford the shit half the time. I got some cheese. I got some wieners that I have to save and can't eat all at once. Sorry, my fridge is dirty. This is old. That's old. There's beer in my fridge, but somebody else bought that because my aunt came to town. I didn't even purchase that shit. There's fucking crumbs in this. Like, and we've been snacking on that shit for a while. Crumbs in this. There's like 2 pieces of chicken in here. There's 1 waffle in this bitch. 1. Oh, and to drink, I got Venom. Because it was 95 cents when a bottle of water is like $2 and something. Just as an example, I'm going to show you this Dollar General that a lot of people shop at down the street, which they say is cheaper than Walmart, when it's really fucking not. $3.25 for some fucking milk. Then you got $3.95 for some fucking bread. $3.85 for this knockoff version bread. $3 for these busted ass eggs, which are always broke. $20 fucking dollars for some goddamn pods. Like, are you fucking kidding me right now? And now I'm gonna go to the Walmart app and compare the prices. The regular whole milk. It's a little cheaper, yes, but for some reason, and I know it's not just me, same with the busted ass fucking bread. Like, you gotta pay a little more to have the good shit, but then you come down here to this $1.42 bread. I swear to God, that shit goes fucking stale in 3 days. The fucking milk goes bad within 3 fucking days. And with my job, I'm only like allowed to work certain amount of hours because they don't even have hours to give people. I only make $11 an hour, and I work 3 days a week because they can't afford any more hours. So I tried to get food stamps, and guess what? They said, "Oh, sorry, you make too much." Bitch, what? My paychecks a week are only like $140. My rent is $1,000. My car payment is almost $300. Like, bitch, people cannot survive off that. Y'all expect us go out and get a better job. Okay, well, you know, I had a better job. I was making over $20 an hour, but you know, they like to recycle people out because the big bosses get fucking bonuses for all the new hires. So yeah, they're gonna go through and try and weed everybody out that they can. I am literally 30 years old, married, no kids. I have 2 animals, and we're literally living paycheck to fucking paycheck. And I also live in Oklahoma, where minimum wage is only $7.25. $7.25. Everywhere that I have worked has always said that, oh, making anything over 10 is a privilege. Are you fucking kidding me? So everyone out here just trying to live day by day, it's a fucking privilege. It's a fucking privilege to have shit. It's a fucking privilege to get some food. It's a fucking privilege just to buy, you know, a few little snacks just to make yourself feel good. Like, what the fuck are we doing?
Yeah, the septum ring theory is never going to fail because you decided to get up online, post to social media a nearly 5-minute video of how stupid you are. That's essentially what happened in this video. She was just showing us all that she's not intellectually equipped to be having discussions with people or to even post things on social media, because all she really did was just show us she's actually really dumb, and then also prove the septum ring theory, or as I call it, the bull nose ring theory. Yeah, you have green hair. We do not care about your opinion.